If you have been following me for a while, you would know me as a YouTuber. But over the years, I have also been designing crochet for especially this here magazine, Simply Crochet. Some for the other ones as well. And today I'm showing you some of these, and it will be interesting to know if you have seen these before and which ones you like best. There is one that you have definitely seen if you have watched my videos over the last number of years. So we'll come to that. I have selected 10 designs on the basis of, well, partly so that I found the magazine. In most cases, I have found the actual item. I certainly have photos of all of them. And some of the ones that I have selected are my favorites. And I'm even launching one of the magazine patterns today with a discount. This here magazine is always very colorful, so it's easy for me to design for it because all the trend suggestions that they give to you with the submission call have been very colorful. The patterns for these 10 are of course in those magazines and also in their digital magazine, but Simply Crochet, like most magazines, have a time period after which the designer is allowed to sell or give free or whatever the pattern as well. Some of these are only in the magazine, but some of these patterns are now also in my Etsy or Ravelry shop, and for some of them I have made a YouTube tutorial. So in those cases I'm linking them in the description so you can find how you can make these. So this is a UK magazine. In the magazine all the patterns are in UK crochet terms, but when I have put them out, I either have both UK and US terms or US only. All my tutorials are in US terms. Before going to these 10, I'm also showing you this here magazine. You may know that for quite a number of years now, Simply Crochet has been the one to organize the Granny Square Day on the 15th of August. And every year they make a magazine with 50 new designs. And on 3 or 4 years, I have had one or more of my squares in the leaflet. Unfortunately, I could only find this one now. And I have this one, where is it now? That there one is mine. And it's pictured in the magazine. When they ask us to design these, we are to create ones that have a short pattern so that they can always get 2 per page. And here are some of the other ones that I have designed for this here booklet over the years. But then let's go to these one by one. I have the issue number of the magazine at the top of the screen with every one of these, so you know that if you want to look for them, then you know which magazine to go for. So here's the first one. And I selected this here because it really is one of the favorite things I have designed over time, anytime. It's a shawl, Summer Jewels shawl, and I also loved making it myself. So for the magazine, normally the designer makes the thing. And in this case, the magazine always sends you the yarn. So they select the final yarn and the final colors as well. In most cases, the sample and the sketches have not been exactly the same color. Like with this one, we really talked with the editor quite long which colors we would choose, because it took me a while to be okay that the colors got changed a little bit. It's not quite as colorful as the original one. And this pattern is available in my Etsy and Ravelry, and no video tutorial. The next one is a Christmas one, and this was the first one I made for this particular magazine in 2017. They often take new designers for this hook-to-hook sort of a competition, so that they give the same yarn to 2 designers and then the public can decide which one they like best. And this one, it was to make a sort of an unusual Teacozy. The next one is also in the magazine cover, a cushion done in Tunisian honeycomb stitch in the round. I didn't actually find the cushion. I was using it for a long time, but after my recent move I put it away and I couldn't find where it is. So it's like this here in the magazine. And to make this stitch you need a double-ended hook. I always use these here short ones, but you can also have a cable one. And this pattern is also in my Etsy and Ravelry shops, and there's a tutorial for the technique on my channel. Then the next one is this here scarf that uses surface design. And it also got on the magazine cover and also available in my Etsy and Ravelry. So it's like this here in the magazine. And the yarn they sent for it really feels lovely. It's Drops Cotton Merino. The next one is in this here magazine. You might be wondering what that is, but it's a napkin ring that you tie up, and it's originally like this here. I don't have this pattern anywhere now, but this here Christmas or Valentine's Day heart-shaped napkin ring works exactly the same way, so that you have two sides that form one when you put them together. Like these here flowers, that one, and that one. The next one is in a supplement for launching this here new yarn by West Yorkshire Spinners. It's it's called Fable Brushed Aran, and it has Falkland wool, British alpaca and British mohair in it. And it really feels very, very nice. And there are several designs with the same yarn. So this whole leaflet is just with that yarn. And here's the scarf. The scarf has a center with bead stitch stripes with a fringe. And you could of course make it in any colors. And now I decided that since I'm talking about this now and I haven't got around to publishing that pattern, although I would have been allowed to already for about 6 months. So when this video comes out, I will just have published that, and I'm linking it in here, and you can get the pattern now with a 40% discount. Now, I know that videos are watched years afterwards, so this video is done in January 26. And the instructions for the discount are in the description as long as it's going for a number of weeks from today. I don't actually have the scarf yet, unfortunately. I hope to get it back. Next is another project where they sent the same yarn to a number of designers. And it's very chunky yarn, and the patterns were to be something that can easily be done in an evening. So I made this here bag, and there are a number of others in this magazine. It's called the Quick Hook collection. So the bag has bobble stitches and a handle and separate pieces around it to give some space. The pattern is available in Ravelry. The next one, I'll show it first before showing the magazine, is this here bag. That's possibly the most unusual of the things that I have made, technically, because it's been slip stitched over this here sort of a anti-slip mat that you can buy to put in the bottom of kitchen drawers or anywhere so they don't slip. So it has a very small grid, not like under rugs. And this is what it looks like in the magazine. And this, I must say that I haven't even considered doing a paid or free pattern with this because it's quite complicated to explain. As such, it's very easy. You just slip stitch. Now, if you have been watching my videos in the last about 3.5 years, this is super familiar to you. So I had this as a background on the wall in my previous home for about 3 years. By the way, I haven't done a background for my new home yet, so I'm just using the sofa, but I will do that in a while. And this is also as part of a collection. They called it Botanical Brights. So the idea was to make something that can be used in a garden party. But mine has been pictured though in the magazine over a metal frame of a bed or chair. This is easy to make. There is both a written pattern in Etsy and Ravelry, and many people were asking for a tutorial, so can't remember now when, maybe 2 years ago or 1.5 years ago, I made a tutorial as well. So if you want to make one, you can use any of those patterns or a tutorial. And the last one of these 10 is for summer. Barefoot sandals, or also called foot jewelry. Definitely not something that could be considered a necessity, but an interesting addition for someone who spends a lot of time on the beach or for garden parties. When you Google barefoot sandals, you also find many in white for beach weddings. In the magazine, these are part of a summer family festival collection. And you get this pattern both as a video tutorial on my channel and in Etsy and Ravelry. So those were the 10. It would be nice to know if any of those would be a favorite for you, and also if you have seen this before or even made one of them. I'm quite happy with all of them because I've been able to use different techniques and a lot of color, which both are things that I love about crochet. Trying out different techniques, at times making some changes for techniques, and doing all that with a lot of color. So I hope you enjoyed these too.